are you all today? Let's see here. What do we got going on? I'm waking up and reading the morning newspaper. How are you all? My goodness, you're looking good today. What are you doing? Because that really looks good on you. I like that. Yeah, looks good. Keep it up. Hey, listen, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Motivational Monday. Yeah, and today I'd like to discuss, get right into it, right? Today I'd like to discuss, are you really listening? Are you? It's been said that we have two ears and one mouth so that we listen twice as much as we speak. I wonder, do you think that to be true? Do you think we have two ears and one mouth so we listen twice as much as we speak? And do you practice that? It's taken me a lifetime and I'm still learning how to do it. But before we get started, I wanted to announce yesterday, I announced another free fast food lunch this week. And I had said, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, like it was going to be from McDonald's. Well, I told everybody once I went out, I would get some more fast food lunch cards. And again, the minimum amount will always be $10. I was surprised that I found a $5 Five Guy card, but $10 is the number I'm using right now until there are no more $10 gift cards left. And then I will be forced to go to the new minimum of $15. But for now, I'm safe at $10, and it is my money I'm using because nobody there is really contributing to the show, and that's okay. Let's get back into money motivation. So yesterday on my Sunday morning social media sermon number, was it 142? Yeah, this coming Sunday coming up will be 143. But on the sermon I did on why I fear God, which I thought was pretty good, a few of you did listen to it, and a few of you paid attention and left some comments because you still have time to listen and enter into this week's free fast food lunch if you're so inclined. If you'd like a free fast food lunch this week, right? Someone's going to get it. Why not you? Okay, now, how many of you know of Andy Stanley? Okay, I see two of you do. Okay, that's pretty good out there. Andy Stanley, he is the senior pastor at North Point Community Church in Alpharetta, Georgia. And Andy was quoted as saying this. Now, listen, this is about leadership, right? Andy was quoted as saying, leaders who don't listen will eventually be surrounded with people who have nothing to say. Wow, how true that is. You know, I think of my last job, and I think about going into these morning meetings. Sometimes on Mondays, they were up in a meeting room or a conference room, and at other times, they would be in the general manager's office, right? And I remember at first being in the meetings and being all enthusiastic. And when asked if anybody had questions, I had questions because I was looking to learn. I'd raise my hand. You know what the team would do? Oh, he's going to ask a question. We ain't never going to get out of this meeting. I can't believe he's going to ask a question. And then somebody else would hold their hand up because I did and they had a question. Oh, now they're going to ask a question. We ain't never going to get out of here. Those of you who said that and felt that way, you were definitely in the wrong place at the right time or the wrong time, however you want to put it. Because leaders who don't listen will eventually be surrounded by people who have nothing to say. I got to that point where I thought, there's no point in me asking any questions. Number one, the team don't care. Number two, the leader don't care because sometimes he would make fun or poke fun at me. Like, wasn't I listening? Didn't I get it? Am I stupid? Leaders who don't listen will eventually be surrounded by people who have nothing to say. I hope that's not you today, as the leader or a team member. You see, that really hit home for me. And I mentioned my last immediate supervisor would have the team believe that being stoic was the way to go. Whether the team listened and really received the message or not, I found myself surrounded by a table full of bobbleheads. And the boss going, you agree? Everybody, yeah, oh, we agree. Don't do that. No, we won't do that, boss. With very few ever having anything to say anymore. Man, if I had only valued listening more, not just with my ears, but with my eyes, my mind, my heart. What might I have learned from a supervisor that I don't know what his supervisor skill was, because he always leaned to stoicism. I can't even say it now. I get a little passionate when I go on that avenue. Good leaders are always right and always looking for whose fault it is, because by correcting the team member, that's how they fix things, right? Great leaders are more interested in fixing the problem by listening to you. They do their best to help everybody learn that it's never them against me or me against you. However, it's always us and or the team against the issue, and never an individual. Just thought of that. When you make it about an individual, you make it personal. And there's no success. There's no win-win-win when you make it personal. See, good leaders, they're good at giving constructive criticism, um, to tell others that they're in charge as well as those above him or her. Yeah, they're the gorilla out there thumping its chest. Oh, I'm the boss. Do it my way or the highway. Great leaders are always listening, looking for ways to grow the individual and or team into excellence. Yeah, I said that, into excellence. They ask for constructive criticism, almost if leading by the example of two-way open door communication. How many of you work for people that say, oh, I have an open door policy, just don't bother me when I'm busy? Open door policy, but don't bother me when I'm busy. Good leaders make sure all process procedures and the team work hard for them. I'm going to say that again. Good leaders make sure the process, procedures, and all team members work hard for them. Whereas great leaders make sure all team members realize how success depends on the entire team and that each step should be on the right path, as there are no speed bumps, there are no potholes on the right path, no dips in the road. It's the right path because it's the right path, right? Good leaders point out your imperfections in jest or making fun of in front of the team, as if to inflate their own egos, how funny they are to make fun of a team member. And I worked for a team member that used to make fun of everybody on the sales floor whenever I was in there with that supervisor. I learned very quickly, I wonder what they said about me when I was on the floor and somebody else was sitting in the office. How often I or others would walk by that manager's office seeing one other person in there and watching them laugh. How often they were laughing about me or you or him or her, the team. Question is, which type of boss are you working for? Great leaders never mock the team, publicly or privately, seen by others or confidentially with the owners or other team members or other supervisors. Great leaders don't make fun of the team because they know it is a self-defeating prophecy. Which type of boss are you working for? Is he or she just a boss, or are they demonstrating the great leadership qualities I've just talked about? You see, once you can identify the differences, only then will you realize whether you're working at the right place or not. Look at the leaders out there. Identify the ones that are good compared to the ones that are great. The ones that are great are seldom rumored about. The ones that are good are always talked about. My advice, sincerely, my advice to you, the viewer, if you're working for a good leader, say that again, if you're working for a good leader, be very careful on what you share with them. As like law enforcement, they will often use anything and everything you say against you, almost as if they are the law. Is that really where you think you'll grow, working for someone like that? However, if you're working for a great leader, be grateful, as the world is full of good leaders and good people. It's when we recognize the difference that we too can go from being good to being great, from followers to leaders, and on the path to true success. Did you get that? In closing, I believe former President John F. Kennedy said it best as I looked for the right quote to end this with today. He said, can be leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. Leadership and learning. You work for a leader, and are you learning? If your supervisor can't learn from you, how can they lead you? Did you catch that? Because that came out of left field. If your supervisor cannot learn from you, how can they lead you? I don't get it. Good leaders liked you when they hired you. So what happened? Great leaders love watching you continue to grow, which is why they hired you in the beginning. And the really neat thing is you get to choose who you work for and where you work at. Don't like the chemistry and the dynamics of where you're at? Go get another job. They're everywhere out there. Unless you're 68 years old, it can be a little bit challenging. But I would imagine most of you are a lot younger than me and still on that full-time hustle and grind. Don't stay where you're not appreciated, because that will hold you back. You will not grow and succeed and rise to higher places in that organization if you're not appreciated. Go somewhere where people liked you when they hired you. They still like you while you're working there and are helping you grow. Not only bringing success to you in your life, but to the companies as well. You get to choose who and where you work. Thanks for tuning in today, folks. Remember, I'm live on YouTube. Where's that note? Right there. I'm live on YouTube Sundays through Thursdays at 8 a.m. live. Yeah, 8 a.m. live on YouTube. If you don't catch the live stream, that's okay. Many times I tell you, you don't have to be a subscriber to win any of the fast food lunches I give away or anything else. You just have to show up and play the game. Kind of like work, right? Show up and play the game. And if you don't like the team you're on, go find a better team, because they're looking for better players, just like you. All right, let's see. Tomorrow I'll be going into the shocking truth as I see it today, and the mysterious disappearance of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Currently a $500,000 reward money sitting out there waiting for someone. Someone like you, right? I'll also be giving away tomorrow morning a free fast food lunch on tomorrow morning's Shocking Truth Show. You still have time to enter. Yes, you do. Go back and look up Sunday morning social media sermon 142 and Why I Fear God. Listen for the instructions there on how you can also enter into the free fast food lunch giveaway being done tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'm sorry, the producer just said speed it up. I guess another segment's coming on. It's 8 o'clock right now. Of course, on the clock, it's always right, which means I'm always on time, right? Tomorrow, giving away the free fast food lunch, and now high-fiving out. Oh, I get to leave now. I get to go out and work, drive a little bit on the roads today. High-fiving out from the beautifully freezing resort city of Virginia Beach, Virginia, where the dolphins never stop swimming. I am a legend in my own mind, SubaruSteve Montgomery, wishing you and yours a warmly safe week. Bye-bye, peeps. Let me show you my little dog down here, sleeping in the corner. We'll end on a Yorkie Terrier. I'm going to get her attention here, too. Let's see. Hey, Britney Spears. Britney, good morning, baby. How are you? 13-year-old Britney Spears taking a morning nap. How you doing, baby? You good girl? You good girl? Yes, you good girl. Yes, you are. All right, high-fiving out. I am SubaruSteve with a Yorkie Britney Spears.